Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Affected with madness or insanity. Foolish. Totally unsound. A crazy scheme. Someone deranged and possibly dangerous. Intensely enthusiastic about or preoccupied with. Crazy about cars and racing. Bizarre or fantastic. Had a crazy dream. Possessed by inordinate excitement. The crowd went crazy. Affected with madness or insanity. Affected with madness or insanity. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Lapsed into disturbed sleep. Affected with madness or insanity. Emotionally unstable and having difficulty coping with personal relationships. Having the place or position changed. The disturbed books and papers on her desk. Roused to anger. She gets mad when you wake her up so early. Affected with madness or insanity. A man who had gone mad. Marked by uncontrolled excitement or emotion. A mad whirl of pleasure. Very foolish. A completely mad scheme to build a bridge between two mountains. Affected by an impairment of normal physical or mental function. Affected with madness or insanity. Having a strong distaste from surfeit. Sick of it all. Of light, lacking in intensity or brightness, dim or feeble. Shockingly repellent, inspiring horror. Feeling nausea. Feeling about to vomit. Eject the contents of the stomach through the mouth. Deeply affected by a strong feeling. Sat completely still, sick with envy. People who are sick. They devote their lives to caring for the sick. Affected with madness or insanity. Being or thrown out of equilibrium. Debits and credits are not equal. Affected with madness or insanity. Foolish. Totally unsound. Half-baked ideas. Insufficiently cooked. A whimsically eccentric person. Foolish. Totally unsound. A screwball proposal without a prayer of working. A pitch with reverse spin that curves toward the side of the plate from which it was thrown. Foolish. Totally unsound. Someone deranged and possibly dangerous. Someone deranged and possibly dangerous. Informal or slang terms for mentally irregular. Someone deranged and possibly dangerous. Someone deranged and possibly dangerous. Someone unpleasantly strange or eccentric. Intensely enthusiastic about or preoccupied with. They are dotty about each other. Informal or slang terms for mentally irregular. Intensely enthusiastic about or preoccupied with. Gaga over the rock group's new album. Mentally or physically infirm with age. In an uncontrolled and rampant manner. Without civilizing influences. Wild tribes. A wild primitive state untouched by civilization. He lived in the wild. Without a basis in reason or fact. In a natural state, not tamed or domesticated or cultivated. Wild geese. Fanciful and unrealistic, foolish. A wild and uninhabited area left in its natural condition. It was a wilderness preserved for the hawks and mountaineers. Talking or behaving irrationally. Involving risk or danger. A wild financial scheme. Located in a dismal or remote area, desolate. A godforsaken wilderness crossroads. Of the elements, as if showing violent anger. Intensely enthusiastic about or preoccupied with. Of colors or sounds, intensely vivid or loud. Wild colors. Deviating widely from an intended course. A wild bullet. In a state of extreme emotion. Wild with anger. Marked by extreme lack of restraint or control. Wild talk. In a wild or undomesticated manner. Growing wild. Very foolish. Took insane risks behind the wheel. Afflicted with or characteristic of mental derangement. Was declared insane. Not practical or realizable, speculative. Not practical, not workable or not given to practical matters. Refloating the ship proved impractical because of the expense. Having or showing great excitement and interest. Enthusiastic crowds filled the streets. Being definitely out of the ordinary and unexpected, slightly odd or even a bit weird. Not commonly encountered. Two career families are no longer unusual. Not usual or common or ordinary. A scene of unusual beauty. Not known before. Used many strange words. Relating to or originating in or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Being definitely out of the ordinary and unexpected, slightly odd or even a bit weird. A strange exaltation that was indefinable. Of persons, excessively affected by emotion. Marked by uncontrolled excitement or emotion. Of e.g. a molecule, made reactive or more reactive. In an aroused state. Insane and believed to be affected by the phases of the moon. An insane person. A reckless, impetuous, irresponsible person. An insane person. Wildly disordered. A maniacal frenzy. A person who has an obsession with or excessive enthusiasm for something. An insane person.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.